Hi golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today I wanted to talk about swing speed. Swing speed in terms of getting more distance off the tee and with my irons so that I can be closer to the hole and have a good shot at making birdie and par. So the thing that I have struggled with all my life is getting enough distance off the tee and with my irons. And I'm that guy that everybody in a scramble wants to hit first because I'm going to put it in the fairway, and then the big dogs can get out there and swing away and hit it as far as they can because they know I'm safe and in the fairway. Well, I need to, if I'm going to be able to break 80, I need to be able to get about 20 more yards in distance, and so I need to improve my swing speed, and I need to find a way to do that. Hitting on the opti shot is great, but I just need to figure a way to get some more swing speed. And so I've been looking for some sort of training device that will help me. There are a lot out there. A lot of there's the three um, speed sticks that you can swing and use, but they're about $200. And so I kept looking and I finally found what is called the Power Stick. And the Power Stick is a device that is only about, I got it for about $40. And so I'm really liking it. I want to show you this device and how I plan to use it and see if it actually improves my swing. All right, so here is the Power Stick. This is a training device to help you get more swing speed. A couple of things I want to show you with this. It's similar to the Orange Whip in terms of it does have a whippy, bendy kind of shaft. The cool things about this, my first impressions, were the grip. It's got a set grip that you will use so that you practice the proper grip, which I thought was kind of cool. The other piece that uh, I like about this is it makes a noise, and so when you swing, it can work on your. It will slide the when you swing, it'll slide this little magnet to the end, and it'll actually make a noise. And the louder the noise, the more swing speed you're getting. And so that's kind of a cool thing about the um, power stick is it can work on your leg and making sure you're not releasing it early. So I really like that because otherwise this magnet, if you release early, this magnet's gonna release as you swing. The other cool thing is you can see that there are numbers. Those are the different strengths of the magnet. And so you start out at 1 and you can move this. Okay, you can move this right here and you can move it around. And so you can increase the strength of the magnet. And so it makes it more difficult to swing. And so it's a device that you can use kind of before you go on the golf course also. So kind of a warm-up device, which I kind of like. And so you can see that as you swing here, I'll take one nice swing here and hear the noise that it makes as you swing. And so I decided I was going to get this and I was going to um, swing with it. And so let's take a look at my progression, and then we'll go over some of the pros and cons and how I feel about this power stick and can it help me improve my swing speed. Okay, so here was the plan with my power stick training. What I was going to do is I was going to start on level 1. I was going to take 10 swings on level 1, and then the next day I would move to level 2 and so forth all the way to level 5. So I'd be doing this for 5 straight days, and then after those 5 straight days, I'd see if my swing speed increased. And so this would hopefully give me an idea whether the power stick could increase my swing speed in only 5 days. So let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look at my swing speed with my 8-iron before I got the power stick. I took 202 swings on this day alone with just my 8-iron. And if we scroll down here, we can see my average club head speed was 60 miles an hour, which is way below my goal. Okay, the goal should be 78. Okay, and so if we click on that, we can go through and see some of these scores. They're in the high 50s, 60s, 60 was about what I would hit. Did I get any over 60? There's one 61. There's another 61. But mostly there's a 62. Mostly 59, 60. As you scroll through all 200 and some odd swings, there's started to pick up a little bit, 61s and 62s. Okay, a couple of 62s. Ooh, there's a 64. But the average after 202 swings was 60. And so now I'm going to go out and I'm going to hit with my 8-iron, and I'm going to see what my swing speed is. This is after 5 days of using the power stick. And so 5 consecutive days. And so let's see if it has done anything to my swing speed with my 8-iron. All right, so this is after 26 swings after using the power stick for approximately a week. We have a club head speed of 66 miles an hour, goal being 78. And so let's take a look at some of these scores. 66, 67, 67. We had a bunch of 66s, bunch of 67s, a couple of 64s in there. We had 168. Okay, the previous score that I had when I first started after 200 swings, remember, was 60. And so now I have increased my club head speed 6 miles an hour just by using the power stick for 5 days straight. And so I am definitely going to be keeping using this device and see where it goes from there. Right, let's talk about the pros and cons. Let's start with the pros here. The good things about the Power Stick, one was the results. I found that I was able to increase my swing speed um, just in 5 days, and so I plan to continue to swing with it, and hopefully it'll keep increasing my distance, and I really want to test it out more. So that's one of the positives. The other positive is the price. You can't beat the price of this compared to the other um, speed sticks and swing trainers out there. So really like the price of it. I thought it was easy to use, pretty self-explanatory. I like um, the different levels. I think that's important because then you can really kind of work up to different uh, levels as you go. I've started to actually swing with a few on the lower levels and gradually increase and swing a bunch at the top level. And so I really do like that part about it. The sound, you can actually hear where the sound is coming from. You don't want the sound to happen behind you. You want it to happen closer to impact. And so you can really focus on that. And I do like the sound uh, aspect of it, that it kind of gives you that um, warning of whether you are uh, releasing the club too early. I also like that I can use it as a warm-up tool before I go onto the golf course. And so a lot of people use the orange whip and things like that. I think I can use this as a nice little warm-up. And the other nice thing is it works on your tempo. If you have too fast a tempo, that magnet is going to release and it's going to make a sound too early. So you really got to work on your tempo, and it really helps on I think your club playing also. So I liked all that, and the other thing is I kind of like the grip. Some people may not, as I'll talk about in the cons, but I do like that uh, prearranged grip that gets me really focused, and hopefully it'll carry over to my other clubs. So a lot of pros with the power stick. So now let's talk about the cons. So to be honest, I really couldn't find too many things I didn't like about it. Besides maybe the grip, because if you have an unorthodox grip or your grip isn't just right, it won't work with the power stick, and so that is kind of a negative. You could also may disrupt some people on the golf course if you're swinging it on the golf course, because it does make a sound. When I was swinging it out in my front yard, people would walk by, and I kind of, I kind of hesitated because it was making this sound, and when am I disturbing people? So those are the only really two things that I could find. I really like the power stick. I think that it can really help your swing speed, as shown in my short little test. I really think that it's worth the cost if you're trying to increase your swing speed and looking for a swing trainer. So hope that helps. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a lot of reviews and a lot of different things on trying to help you break 80 like me. And so let's get out on the golf course and take a swing at it.